Has Louis Vuitton gone too far? Well, apparently so, according to TikToker Thomas Nick Thomas. He talks about a huge issue he's been having with a very pricey purchase from Louis Vuitton. I shall post a link to Nick Thomas down below, so go check out his TikTok. He is a TikTokian. And before we get to it, before we throw the shade that some products deserve, methinks, subscribe to my channel, push the join button next to the subscription button, become a member today, gain access to extra perks. You can also join me on Patreon, superdacob all spelled together there as well for extra perks. This video is being filmed live in front of a live virtual audience. I live stream several times a week, so come join the chats, come join the fun. Hello, co-chattors. So let me show you. So Nick purchased a a seasonal keepall from I think this latest collection, or was it like a collection prior? You never know with Louis Vuitton, because at this point, you guys, it's like they're launching new collections on a weekly basis. It is very, very H&M-y, very Zara-ian, dystopian Zara-esque type of situation. So, you know, we've seen the bags on the runway a couple of months ago. They're kind of metallic, and then they kind of fade into the monogram, from the metallic into the monogram. And on the runway, they looked much better than the final pieces. Well, let me show you a picture. Ta-da. It's like a little miniature, well, not really miniature. It's like a mini keepall. And it has this vibe to it, like a coating of metallic, whatever. It looks like Terminator is taking over the keepall. Now, already we've had issues with these bags because, well, first of all, everything I say in this video is for entertainment purposes only, okay? Not rooted in truths or facts. Everything's alleged and just my opinion. We'll go. But thumb up the video if you're enjoying it. But anyway, on the runway and in the showroom, as photographed, you know, right after the fashion show happened, a lot of people went backstage, and the next day in the showroom, they photographed these bags. They were much better made, okay? This transition from the canvas to the metallic part, like, looked more organic. Something about it was just better. And then when the bags actually started hitting the sales floors, we got a very sobering awakening, because they were not the way that they were shown on the runway. They were cheapified. You know what I mean? They were made simpler. It was like, we'll go. So Nick Thomas bought one of these bags, which he adores. And I mean, hey, to each their own. And loves his bag. Okay, we'll go. But right after he started wearing it, similar to what happened to me with my Chanel 22 bag from the Métier d'Art 2022 collection, you remember, I bought the 22 medium in shiny calfskin, and 20 minutes into wearing my bag, it started peeling. The whole surface of the bag, the leather. Well, leather. Is it leather? We still don't know. Was it leather? We don't know, Linda. So there's that. Now, Nick Thomas made this video. Let me show you the next picture. So his handles here, you see how silver they are? See how metallic, silver, glossy they are, okay? Well, he started unless Nick doesn't have acid hands, which I do not think he does, okay? What happened to his bag should not have happened. Let's check it out. So this is Nick. And Nick is showing as you can see, this this is how silver it's supposed to be, okay? Look at that. The silver finish is completely gone. Like, the handles are gray underneath. Like, the handles are literally gray underneath. All the color is gone. Okay, this is yet another chapter of luxury is dead. If this is not yet another of the many receipts that we're collecting throughout all of the videos that I'm posting on my channel talking about current state of affairs in luxury, if this ain't a receipt, I don't know what is. So Nick made several videos, but in this particular video, like updating about the situation with the bag, in this particular video, he said, you know, guys, all I did was hold the bag, And as I'm holding the bag and, walking with it, the silver finish, the coating, the chroming, however you want to call it, the patenting, just sticks to the hand. I mean, this is poverty, okay? This is poverty, luxury poverty. Check this out. So Nick is showing us his thumb. And there you go. We were talking about what are we doing with our thumbs earlier on in this show. And now you know. This thumb got half of a keep-all handle attached to it. Is it toxic? What happens if you by accident, like you don't see that all this color is stuck to your hand, and then like let's say he's in a car now. So let's say Nick is in a car and he's driving off to, let's say, meet a friend for lunch. And let's say he didn't notice that his fingers are covered with this silver paint. And let's say he didn't notice and he ate some food and maybe they brought him a little breadlet with his food. And he, with a breadlet, you take it with your hands. You don't just use a knife and fork. So he's touching it with the fingers that have the paint on it. And then he's ingesting it. So he's potentially ingesting the paint job from the handle. I mean, is that dangerous for your health? Could it be dangerous for your health? I'm asking myself. Like Kev's like slides off like butter. Like butter. Yeah, the color slides off like butter. But you guys, this is not even the worst part. Are you ready for like how bad? Okay, so are you ready to hear how this can get worse? I don't know if you're ready for this, because when I was watching the video, I was personally not ready. So he brings it back to Hermes. Ciao. He brings it back to Louis Vuitton. And he says, you guys, like, what gives, And they're like, oh, so sorry. But we can send it off for repairs. Now, first red flag for me is if a bag is this poorly produced, you have to offer me a refund. Because there's no repairing this. I mean, if you produced it so cheaply, what, you're going to exchange the handles and you're going to give me again the same ratchety handles that are going to peel off again? Like, no. So I don't know if they offered him a refund, but what he says in his video is that they offered him to send the bag for repairs into their atelier. So he said yes. They contact him, apparently later on, and they say, hey, Nick, listen, Linda, what will go if we alter the handles a little bit, make him a little bit more robust for you? Would that be okay with you? And in his video, he says yes. Now, that's when you say no. You see, I would say no. You're not going to alter. No, you're going to get married at the altar, but you can't alter a piece. Anyway, well, sounds like the same word. So they're like, I would have told them, no, you're not going to change the original piece. Like, let's say one day I'm sick and tired of this bag and I want to, sell it on the pre-loved market. If you alter the bag, it's not going to be original anymore. It's going to have some alteration on it that is not from the catalog, that is not from the runway. So there's that to consider, you guys. If a brand like this tells you, hey, can we alter it in a way like no, nothing visible, I would always say no, but you do you. So he says, okay, we'll go. Alter the bag and fix it. The ratchetness. What Louis Vuitton did to that poor bag, I'm going to show you now. Like, so the bag came back, okay, and Nick was like, that's not my bag. Let me show you. He's like, you guys, okay. So they literally re-chromed they probably gave him new handles, right? They're fully chromed. And they added a monogram canvas. It looks like it's stitched, but at this point, I think they glued it on. I don't know what they did. They added the canvas, Monogram canvas right there. So they're like thinking, because if you're holding it like that, you're going to be holding the canvas and not the chrome, so it's not going to peel off again. T-Pal says it's a transformer bag. Oh dear, says Corey. This is trash. Because, first of all, I can tell you this, you know, I have a ton of Louis Vuitton pieces and their canvas. Here's a Poche Toilette 15. When you hold this and touch it a lot, you know, your own oils get into the, get in contact with the plasticky canvas that this thing is. And on one end, it keeps it flexible, but on the other, you know, if it's in handle form, you will be sweating a lot on it. And I don't think that this canvas likes that a lot, to have kind of your oils and sweat hold it like for an hour while you're walking through the city. It's different holding these pieces with your fingers moving around. You're never squishing them in one spot for too long. I think that this is not going to age well, personally, okay? Because if you keep sweating and holding one bit of canvas all the time and you don't let it go, it's not going to age well, in my humble opinion. But also, this is not the original state of the bag. I'm sorry, Louis, but it's like, what gives? So later on, Nick said that apparently they had a callback, or somebody said that they did have a callback for these bags because they were poorly produced. Now, I do not know if Nick returned his bag for repairs prior to the official recall. Hence, he did not get offered immediately a refund, because if the bags are being recalled, what they should do is offer you either a voucher or a refund. You know what I mean? He doesn't talk about refund in his video, so I don't know if they offered it to him and whether or not he declined. You know, maybe they told him, hey, sorry, these bags are sold out. We can't give you a new one. We can exchange the handles and make them more robust for you if you want. If you're really in love with the bag, you're going to have to keep this bag, you know, because they don't want to give you back the money. So I don't know what really went down in terms of them offering him a refund or not. But bottom line is this. This is the bag he got back after repairs. And it's, I mean, to me, it's not worth it anymore. It's like, it's not the original piece anymore, you know? Think about it. Like, you're always going to have trouble. If you want to resell this one day in the pre-loved market, everybody can Google how this bag looked like originally. They're going to know that it was completely silver. And now they're going to see these patches on it and they're going to think it's a fake. Very, 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 very shady and sketchy, in my humble opinion, of Louis Vuitton. Corey says not worth it anymore. Grant says, interesting. Honestly surprised that they would offer to customize it like that. I wonder if it's a local shop or France that did that. Who knows? I don't think it's a local shop, because I don't think they have the capacity of cutting canvas and sewing it on like that. I think this is really one of their factories that did this. I mean, it would appear to be, you know. That is a hot mess, says Corey. Andy says it's not acceptable. Crimson Mai says, now that is not even close to being the same bag. Oshidi says, refund, refund, refund. There you go, guys. Let me know your thoughts and prayers down below. Thumb up this video if you enjoyed it. And this is yet another example of a receipt to add to our growing collection of receipts, showing us that luxury indeed is dead. Take care, subscribe, never give up on love. Bye.